starting YouTube. Okay, there we go. All right, I am good to go. So you guys know we're about the diamond life over here. So feel free to send red hearts by tapping the right side of the screen at any time in the broadcast. And of course, sending diamonds because we love diamonds, okay? My name is Tori Torres, and I am a serial entrepreneur, social media and digital marketing strategist, author, podcast host, designer to the stars, branding genius, and super mommy to Christian and Carmelo. I've run my online business for 16 years selling bling. Okay. I've been featured on VH1, MTV, Bravo TV, Project Runway, House of DVF, to name a few. And my products are seen used by some of the biggest celebrities, including Rihanna, T Swift, Khloe Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, Queen Bee herself, and of course, Diana Furstenberg. I started in my living room and I took my business to the red carpets, literally, by learning how to develop influence and partnering with other brands to grow it. Okay. So, what does that mean for you? Well, I teach you how to build influence with your audience that converts and how to monetize your passion. Who's here for that? Okay. That's what we're working on right now in our levels training, our 5-week sales training. How are you girls doing building your blogs? How's it coming along? Let me know how you're doing building your blog. So, monetizing your passion, awesome, is very important, especially automating it. Okay. But we've been talking about a lot, in fact, about audiences and engagement, or well, at least me. That could just be in my mind. I don't know. I could be in my mind. I could be like, oh, we were talking about that, but really, I was just thinking about it, right? Because I have been developing so much content over the past couple weeks that is designed around helping my audience. Woohoo! I love to see those pop in. Helping my audience understand how to continuously move through this ever changing Instagram algorithm. Who has had struggles with doing that? Have you guys had any struggles with the algorithm and reaching your target audience? Let me know. Drop me some diamonds or something if you guys have struggled with that at any point. Okay. So you can have all the content in the world, you can have the best product. Okay. You can have a beautiful product. Okay. Great content, all of that. Okay. So everyone pretty much. But if the content doesn't reach your intended audience, what good is that going to do for you? Right. So I know a lot of the people that I work with daily, a lot of them on this live stream, in fact, most of them, um, struggle with understanding how to find the target audience, right? So once they've got all these great things to offer them, it's like, okay, now who do I sell it to? Okay. So how do you do that? How do you do that? And more importantly, where do you find your perfect audience, your perfect follower, your perfect um, entourage, right? So I had a one-on-one earlier today, one of my DGs, my Diamond Girls, and we were talking, and one of the things that she was struggling with is understanding now that she has her digital lookbook. That's Shannon. Y'all check her out. Shannon, put your website up. We did a lookbook for her, a digital product, and this is for her clothing business. Okay. So now what does she do with it? Who does she market that product to grow her brand presence, right? So I can give you funnels, I can tell you how to set it up, but if you don't have the customers to run through that, then the sales don't come in, right? So one of the reasons that people do struggle with finding their ideal customer is something that I sort of talked about yesterday, okay? And that was the fact that you are not going to where your customer actually is. There she is, Posh Glamour. So you're not going where the customer is. And the problem is that people don't really know where their customer is. They don't know. Do you? Do you guys know where your audience is? Do you know where to find them? That's the actual question. Are you using the right hashtags? Are you using your hashtags the proper way? Or are you using hashtags and then waiting for your audience to find you? And I've covered this before, but I don't think I've ever made it the topic. So are you using them and this is just a part of it, guys, too. For those of you who have heard me say this this is a part of it for some of my newbies that have come on and joined us over the last couple of months. Okay. So are you using hashtags and then waiting for your ideal customer to find you? Or are you using those hashtags to find them? And is it working? Because there's the possibility that you're still not using the right formula to get there. Okay. So I always talk about this. It's not just me, everyone is talking about the Instagram algorithm all the time because people's are running their businesses solely on Instagram. 50% of Instagram registered businesses are only run on Instagram with no other website, using them to find them. Okay, it's not working. Okay, so this should definitely help you. This should definitely help you. The algorithm keeps changing, basically, how people's engagement happens. So it's much harder to reach your ideal customer for a lot of people. I've seen a lot of Instagram people talking about the frustration, how they're going back to Instagram like a personal account instead of a business account, which then you lose the features of having the business account. Hi, babe. When there are other ways around it, you don't need to go back to a business account in order to stay relevant. I have only had this page for about 7 or 8 months, and you can see it. Your ideal hashtag customer isn't looking on my ideal customer isn't looking on hashtags. So tell me, who's your ideal customer? Tell me who they are, or unless you're being funny. What's your name? Tell us, introduce yourself, say hi, and then I'll see how I can help you there. Okay. And the whole broadcast should help you because people, I think, struggle with figuring out how to use the hashtags, and that's why they're not working for your business. Okay. So you guys know about the new follow feature, and I'm not going to tell you some generic crap about the follow feature. That's not what this is about. But teenage girls, your ideal customer isn't looking for you on hashtags. Okay, this is perfect for you then. This is perfect. Stay tuned. So, and then if you, I am going to have questions at the end too. So make sure in between, whenever you have a question, ask it for sure. Don't not ask it. Melissa, I think I pronounced that correctly. Nice to meet you. I'm Tori. But a lot of times people aren't structuring their business up the right way with the hashtags, and this should definitely help you. Okay. So you guys know about the new follow feature. Everyone's talked about it. Not going to talk about the genericity. Did I just make that up? Yeah, the genericness of what people are doing with the follow feature. That's like a duh. Nice to meet you too. So basically, quick version, what that does is you can go and follow tags for whatever you're searching for on Instagram. So in this case, it's going to be your target customer, right? So now you can follow those tags so that they show up in your feed. So the great thing that happens here is it's going to show you all of the top posts for that tag, but it's also going to show you the recent posts for that tag. Okay. So the catch is, though, for those of you who are not showing up there, this is both sided. One side, you can find your ideal customer, but the other side is you want to show up where your ideal customer is, right? So it's still only going to show you the ones that have the most engagement. Okay, that's not every user account, and it's for that tag. It's for that tag. Okay, so if you have an account that doesn't have a lot of engagement, or like it's not even so much now about the followers, guys. Like really, the followers are fine and good. It's about how often people. It's the overall engagement of your page. Okay, so that includes your views, your comments, your stories, all brand engagement for that account. What is up with my shirt? All brand engagement, right? For that account. So it doesn't need to just be one factor. You can have less comments, you can have less likes, but what does the overall engagement for your brand look like? Okay. So the thing, the Instagram, it does not take all of those hashtags that you're following and then throw all of them into your feed, because that would be insane. Can you imagine having a feed that had all of those hashtags for all of the people using Instagram? No. What they're doing is putting the most relevant, and the ones that are favored by the algorithm are the ones that get seen. So I've been saying for like a really long time that if you If you're one of the smaller accounts, using big hashtags is pointless. Don't do it. Okay, literally, like who is using big hashtags in your, like the majority of them are copied from like your someone that is in your business or a big account, and just like like real about it. It's okay, because I see a lot of people do this and it's not the right way to do it. And that's why the engagement is so low. Okay, so I give the example all the time about my live. When I go on live, you okay, Melissa, okay. Even when I go on live, my numbers are really low. They appear to be. When I get off live, before an hour has passed, I usually have about 125 views for, so it's a collection just in the first like hour. So it's a collection of activity. You don't have to have the highest while you're being watched. You don't have to have the highest number of likes. Okay. You don't have to have the most comments. It's a collection of all of those things. Made in RJ. I don't know what that means. And I talk to my people here, so don't say crazy stuff. Make it a valid question. I try to talk to my girls. But I've been saying for a really long time that if you're using smaller accounts, like if you have a smaller account and you're using those big hashtags, you're not going to show up if you're using them from the beginning. So I put together 4 tips. I actually have more, but I can tell by what I write as notes, I can tell how long it's going to take me to cover them. Okay. So I'm only going to be able to cover 4 in this one. And then if you guys want me to, I'll continue to cover it on other days. Okay. So what does that mean for you? Here are some tips on how to find your niche client. Okay. So basically, you're going to need to curate hashtags that are relevant to your niche market. That's number 1. I know everybody thinks they're doing that, right? You guys could be like, oh, yeah, I'm already doing that, right? Wrong. Because if you were, you'd have the sales that you're looking for. You'd have the customers that you're looking for. That's number 1 to how to find your customer. You have to develop your own tags that you can use to grow. And the reason for that is because you are not everyone else in your market. Okay. So you have your market, and then you have you as the niche. Hi, Florence. So you have your market, and then you have you as the niche. What makes you different? How can you find the customer that goes into what you do in the overall market that needs your specific specialty? That is what a niche is. Okay. Send me some ones if you guys know that. If you got that, send me some ones and let me know that that's registering with you. So if you're trying to reach everyone, if you're trying to reach everyone, you're never going to sell anything. And again, I can't say never, but never. Okay. I almost missed the live working on my blog. Yes. Get on that blog, honey. Yes, see, these are my diamond girls. So this is something that I talk about all the time. So for anyone new who's not used to this, they're going to know some of these things, and some of these are newer. Okay. But yeah, that is the key in the whole deal. You want to scale. Do you know what makes you different than someone else in your overall market? Right? That is how you would generate your set of 30 hashtags. Don't be trying to do the 60 like we talked about yesterday. We talked about those 60 hashtags. Who did that? Did anyone do that yesterday? Please tell me you did not go and do the 60 hashtags, getting shadow banned. So number 2 would be, how are you going to find your ideal client? The one that's perfect for you. It is possible, but you may get shadow banned. That was in yesterday's live stream, though. I was talking about that. If we have time at the end, I'll cover that again, but I don't want you to do it. Okay, so number 2, how are you going to find the one that is perfect for you? You need to filter in the hashtags of competitors of bigger accounts. So I told you that you need to have your own. It's the maximum, but you can do 60. There is a way to do it. But you most likely will get shadow banned if you do it. So I don't recommend doing it. So, but I do know how to do it. And I was telling them yesterday how to do it. But if you want to know at the end, I'll tell you how to do it. You Instagram while you were Instagram creeping last night. Oh, we had fun yesterday. Yesterday was a fun live. While you were Instagram creeping, I love it. Yes, yes. So yesterday's live was so much fun, but it was a lot of good content. That was good. That was fun. So okay, back to number two. Before I get off track, laughing with y'all before I get all of this out. Um, Alicia. So how do you find the one that's perfect for you, right? So you've got your set that you're creating, your set of hashtags, right? And then you're going to filter in that of the bigger account. So as you start to grow in your hashtags, and these are some freebies that some of the things that are in my ebook that I just finished, the new social media rules of engagement, because I wanted to show you guys that I'm actually doing this. If you put in my biggest hashtags, you will see me right at the top in top post and a recent post. So my nose is itching. That was weird. So but live stream is so weird because I'm always like my eye, I got a hair in my eye, or like my nose just itched and I had to scratch like crazy. I can't. I'm real. I'm sorry, y'all. For you guys that don't know me, it is what it is. I'm not gonna sit here with an itchy nose the whole time. Yeah. So you saw me. Yeah, I'm like, oh, it itches. It's a weird feeling. Okay. So, oh, you saw me. Okay. Oh, you saw me in the top post. Yeah. Yeah, because it's strategy. It definitely is strategy that goes with it. And I'm gonna get a little bit more into it. So um you need to, the first is develop your own set of hashtags, and then the second is to filter in little by little, those of your competitors. And that's how you, as you build ranking with your own, send me some ones if you guys get that. As you build your ranking with your hashtags, you can then start to rank up in the other competitor hashtags. That is how it works. That's a part of it. Okay. And there's no magic sauce like around this, guys. There's no other way to do this consistently. Hey, I love that. When your nose itches, that's money coming in. Girl, it's itching all the time. Woo, yeah, itchy itch. I love that, Shannon. I love that. I'm gonna use that from now on. Okay. It's funny because I just saw some orders come in. That was what the bell was before that. So you might be onto something there. Okay, so explain that part again. All right, so what you're doing is as you put in your hashtag. So the first step, number one, was to develop, send me an itch. Time to write. Step number one was to develop your own list of hashtags. So you're going to have those that are specific for your niche market. And I'm going to tell you that in a sec and tell people to follow. Correct. But Girl Boss is probably going to take you forever to get up on that one. Scale down a little bit. They probably have like millions. Like put in Girl Boss, someone. Here, let's see if I can put, I've got my iPad here. I'm going to put in Girl Boss and see how many people are using that hashtag, because this is why people don't get seen. Okay. So where are you showing up with yours? Are you showing up? It is too big. Melissa, I think it was. Are you showing up in your hashtags? That's the first question. So in the one that you said that was your own, you mentioned your hashtag. It's gone now. But where are you showing up when you tap on top post? If you have another device that you can check it, or you can just check it after the live because I don't want to lose you while I'm talking to you. But Girl Boss has 8.9 million. Yeah, so that's pointless. It's pointless to do that. That's not going to be something that you're going to show, but you might show up in something like Girl Boss Tribe or Girl Boss Magic, where there's 15,000. And then at Girl Boss Party, you get up to 36,000. Okay. So that's how you scale that. That's how you do it, because otherwise you're not showing up. She's like, okay, I got it. Yes. So that's how you do that. When you show up in yours, your step one, where you create your own hashtags, then it's like, okay, let me add in some of these other ones that come up with Girl Boss, and, oh, like this one, Girl Boss Quotes, which is a great one, and that's 5,600 people, and that's right under Girl Boss. So that's a great way to start building your ranking, and it works like a charm. That mixed in with a couple other tricks and tips. Okay, so I'm going to give you, but yeah, let's see, where was I? So filtering the hashtags of competitors, little by little. Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you on that point, the only other magic, yeah. Yes, thank you. The only other magic way around that is, or rather to help with that, is to boost how many posts you're putting up a day. So of course you need to have more than one set of hashtags, right? You need to have more than one set of hashtags, but you need to post them. It's gone. I let's see. The first one was to have your own set of hashtags, and the second is to filter in. Okay, filter in the other ones, and then y'all write because I be having genius to share, and then it just goes away. So yes, those are two ways right there that you're going to see an instant difference in your page. Okay, you're going to see an instant difference with, because you're creating your own niche. Okay, you're creating your own niche. That is the whole point of it all. So the only other way I was saying around it is to do like 2 to 5 posts a day. You don't want to like over spam Instagram. Like nobody wants to see 10 of your posts in one day. I love you, but no. Okay, you love me, but you don't want to see me post 10 things in one day. Okay, unless I'm saying, hey, come and get this course for free, right? Thank you, babe. Thank you. I appreciate you. So 2 to 5 posts a day is plenty, and it's good. It's acceptable because you're going to do that in a 24-hour period. Okay. So I know everyone wants the quickest way to get there. And it can happen quickly if you know the magic sauce, and that is it. That is how you do it. That's part of it. Okay. And if you implement with strategy, it's going to work every time. I do 3 morning, evening, afternoon. There you go. Yep. Absolutely. So, but also swap out those hashtags. Okay. Swap out those hashtags. And listen, even celebrities, y'all are having to get on and comment. Are y'all commenting on everything? Y'all notice I try to, if I don't comment, it's because I didn't see it. So that's why I spend so much time on Instagram, because I run a mega Instagram too. Businesses. I don't want them to be regular businesses. I want to be powerhouses in both of my companies and with my magazine. Okay. So I spend a lot of time on Instagram, and I am answering people constantly. I'm talking to people. I'm on people's pages. That's why I've got so much engagement. Yep. Stop using oh gosh. Yes. Definitely don't use those. Stop using those right now. I'm telling you. And what people will do is, like, I'll come on, and the other day I came on and I gave some examples of, like, I was showing, it's actually in my Insta highlights. I was showing how I'm up in the ranking on certain hashtags, and then I have people that go and like try to use that same hashtag, but it's not going to work for them without the other strategy that I'm implementing. Those are ones that are specific to my niche. Thank you. Those are ones that are specific to my niche. So they're gonna miss out because they're trying to use a hashtag that doesn't work for their niche. So you will not miss out if you use a hashtag that works for your niche. You are not going to miss out because your person is going to be there waiting for you. And I'm going to get into that in a little bit too, to tell you. So I have said that even like the celebrities and stuff, right? They're having to come on and interact. Have y'all ever seen this many celebrities coming on, talking to people, responding, commenting back? And where? They never did that before. Never on any social media platforms had I ever seen that, ever. And keep in mind that I've been doing this since there was social media. I was like 19, 20 when I had my business, okay, Posh Life Bling, from day one. And I opened a YouTube channel very early on. MySpace was brand new, okay? So I opened my YouTube channel. I would get 20, 30, 80,000 views on some of my, like my Khloe Kardashian phone. I had 80,000 views on that phone. And I would go on, and if y'all look, y'all will see I was a little bit younger. It was funny. It's kind of corny. It's Hollywood Pinups or Posh Life Blings. I don't know, one of those two. I don't use that. I really just have the channel up, But people were not coming on. Those girls were coming on. They were doing their little video, and then they were gone. Yeah. I was so corny. I'm probably still corny. But it was selling like hotcakes, like $1,000 phones, okay? A pop. So, but legit, I have never seen so many celebrities now come on, and they're responding like, oh, yep, somebody's talking to me. Let me get on here and talk back to them. Because that's what it's about right now. Those celebrities will find themselves right at the bottom of the discovery page. The ones that are getting the interaction are the ones that and showing up on that discover page every single day are, of course, the mega, of course. But I'm talking about people, that aren't so mega, but are still celebrities, the people we watch every single day, right? They got to get on, and they got to, these reality stars, they're trying to stay relevant. They're on there. Look at them. They're on there. They're talking to their people. Okay. These girls were not doing that before. Comments, no. Because they were doing something that was new and groundbreaking. Okay, so at the time, it was new. It was groundbreaking. That's 2004, 2006, okay? But now, thank you. Like me, thank you. But now, like, everyone wants to be an influencer, right? Everyone wants to be the best and at the top and the most known, right? So engaging with people and finding that balance. Shannon, more money's coming. And finding the balance of, it's like someone's tickling my nose with a hair. It's so weird, like just rubbing it across the top of my nose. That's how you find yourself at the top. Hi. That's how you get that, finding that balance, right? And then how do you respond to the audience and interact with them? That's tough. But on top of that, you got to go find them. You got to go find them, right? Because with Instagram, it's getting more and more difficult for many people to be seen, even by the people that follow them. So you got followers, and they can't even see your content unless they go to your page. That's what's happening out here in these algorithm Instagram streets. That is what's happening. So how do you do that? Okay. Well, you guys know I talked about this over the weekend, or at least it was on my story. Okay. And I mentioned it yesterday. For my main tags, the one that I absolutely include in every single post, every single time without fail, I show up. Yeah, I don't DM people. Nobody wants that. Don't do it. How many people have you gotten from doing that? Let me know how many people you've actually gotten from DMing and inboxing people. I never respond to people who DM me about a product. I don't. If you want to send me something about a challenge that like I offer, basically, don't do it. About a challenge, some girl sent me something because she had heard me mention that I want, don't do it. That's annoying. She told me, she heard me mention something about getting my sexy back. I hadn't been running in like 2 years. I don't run anymore. Whatever. Don't judge me. And but I do eat really healthy, okay? And but I wanted to get into a whole regimen back together. And she saw me say that, and so she messaged me with a free challenge. Now that I'll go and I'll try out the same thing you guys do with me. You want to test out my content. You want to, see who I am. You want to get to know me. You don't know me. That's a part of why I come on and go live, so that my new people can come in and know me and understand who I am, okay? Not just to be in someone's inbox selling them something. You'll never get me that way. You got to give me some value. And that's why I'm on here all the time giving out value. Okay. So I was saying that my main tags and the ones that I absolutely include in every single post, every time without fail, you're going to find me in those top posts. Okay. So, and you're going to find multiple of my photos there, and you'll find them in the recent posts as well, just a little bit lower. So that's because I'm using the strategies to continue to build my place, right, in those tags. And while I'm doing that, I'm weaving the other hashtags in, creeping up that engagement, right, for those hashtags. But like I said earlier, the trick is to not trying to move so fast and using the most popular ones for your larger market right away. Instead, you need to figure out your own, as I said, and then you need to go through and find those that have like maybe under 50,000 for starters if you got a smaller account, because otherwise you're going to post and no one's going to see it. Okay, so that's going to lead me to number 3, which is to create. Here we go. This is what you guys were, we were talking about earlier. Okay, this is to create the specific hashtags that your niche market does in real life. Okay, this is how you start to niche down. What tags does your ideal client use every day? So that includes where they go, what they do, where they eat, what are their favorite foods? Are they people who like clean eating? Do they love good old Southern fried, home cooked meals? Yeah, you do. You need to change the hashtags. You're getting followed by coaches because you're attracting the wrong person. These are the ways that you figure out your audience. Okay, what are their favorite shows? Right? People are influenced. People people are influenced by television and celebrity. That's why there's a damn reality show for every niche market, like for real. How can you connect your business to that? How can you work with influencers in that brand? Okay, so no matter what your business is, right, from finance to health to wellness, to hair care, what else, to real estate, to clothing, what do you wear? All of those things have a market that influences us as buyers. You could do Olivia Pope. Yes, you get it. That's exactly it. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Okay. And you can also use those types of visuals as well. So, how can you, and I just said, how can you reach your niche market by being focused on what your customer sees on TV every day? That's exactly how. How do you find them? By, and she loves wine. So, wine is then going to be something that you're going to target because we all connect Olivia Pope to wine, right? Yes. She's a wino, just like me. So that is how you do it. How can you find your market? By recognizing the foods that they love and their habits. What else does she love? She loves fabulous handbags. She is a boss with the fabulous handbags. Okay. So those are all things that your ideal, she dresses like a boss. Hello. Okay. Those are things that describe the person who can relate to what you have. Popcorn. Yes, the person who's going to want what you have. You feel me? I love it. I love it. I love when people connect cake and food. Exactly. Is that yours? Your cake and food. Are you asking me for an example? My girls love when I do this. Are you asking me for an example, Treese? Let me know. So they love when I do this on the spot thing. So, like for example, Wendy. Wendy, are you still there? I know Wendy's busy, but I think she's still there. Wendy is one of my most loyal. I really took that in for my ideal customer. Yeah. Okay, so you want an idea for cake and food. They love when I do this. Okay, so for cake and food, we might even have to get a little bit more specific. What type of food? What type of cake? So for example, if it's cupcakes, there's a show called Cupcake War. Is that still a show? Tell me a cupcake show, right? Um, is it for parties? Is it for Sweet 16? So are you looking for moms who are well off, who are stay-at-home moms, who love to throw fabulous parties for their babies? There's Wendy. Okay, you're next, Wendy. I had an example. I was talking about you. So, Treese, yeah, it could be mommies that are stay-at-home mommies who throw fabulous parties for their babies. Think of the housewives. Those housewives throw insane parties, right? It is Cupcake Wars. Okay, I thought it was because one of my oh gosh, if it's all occasions, then that's even better because your niche does not have to be one thing. Okay, that's something we're covering in the levels, which I just put together an ebook that you guys get as part of that training. And it talks about how your niche doesn't have to be one thing, but for you have a lot to pull from. Then it just depends on what again, simple selling. Simple selling. Don't go off and market it all. You need to break it down. Let me see. Let me pull up your page. Treats by Treese underscore. There you are. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, these are so pretty. I want some. Send me something. Is local as well. Hashtag the city. Yeah, definitely. And you should be posting in like the local options that they give you as well too, because that is going to help you come up high in ranking in your city. So Treese, you have a lot of ways that you can do this. Let me see. What's your website? Okay, so I don't. Do you have a website? Treese, let me know if you have a website. Because there's so many ways that you can do this. Oh, are you Janice's friend? She was telling me about you. So it's okay. Is it okay to use Rihanna, even if it's not a picture of Rihanna, but it is my product? Um, I would not, because that kind of stuff can get you shadow banned. So that kind of, yeah, doing that, you might end up getting shadow banned and you don't even know that you're shadow banned. Teresa, are you saying no, that you don't know Janice, or no that you don't have a website? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got off a little bit. I was looking at all the good stuff on your page. Okay, which is fine. You don't need a website because you're local, so that makes sense. I mean, you could have one. You could have a page. You could have a blog, which would be bomb. Okay. So, okay, what was your question to me? I don't even remember. I'm all over the place. So, how would you define your niche market? So, for your city, for one, Treese, it would be your city. You're going to focus on sending people into different. Let's see. You need a link in your bio for one. You definitely need a link in your bio with the different options. You need a link in your bio because simple selling, that's one of my strategies, is no worries. It's simple selling. So if you wanted to have a blog, let's say you did a blog, let's say you're part of the Diamond Girl, a part of our training that's going on right now, right? You were going to have a section for, let's see, a section for parties, general, birthday, baby, girls, what are bachelorettes? Oh my God, this Hershey thing, girl. Bye. I don't even like chocolate like that, but wow, my kid would go nuts. The baseball player, the one that's perfect, he would be like, "Mommy, I need that in my life today." See, I would be your ideal client. Not for me, because I'm a savory lover, but they love. Oh my God, Christian would die if he saw this. I'm gonna show it to him when he comes home. But yeah, so for you, you would need to break up those sections so that people can kind of go right to what they're looking for. You need like the little tiny treats and trinkets, and because those are fabulous. Okay. And then what are these, banana and strawberry shooters? These things you could have, they need to be sectioned off because everyone might not, you have so much, like my Posh Life Bling was until last weekend. A kid wants to get chocolate wasted. My kid would be straight up chocolate wasted and he wouldn't even feel it. He's a baseball player, so forget about it. He's freaking abs ripped. He makes me sick. He would eat all of that by himself, right? And wouldn't even care. But yeah, you need to have this broken down because, like I said with Posh Life Bling, what happens is my clients get so over the new people. Your website is for returning people. Okay. Having something set up for new people that are coming is going to make all the difference in the world. And it's going to probably it will drive you more traffic because you're creating funnels. So yes, even though you're local, people can still order local. Why wouldn't you want to make it, simplify it? It's the example with like Wendy signed up for Acuity scheduling that I said. It's actually on my website if anyone is interested in doing it. You, Latrice, is it Latrice? Yeah, because I was calling you Treese, but I was the same thing. You would want to use something like that so that you can, people want ease. They want ease. They want to be able to go right to whatever it is. So you could actually, they could order the product right there, set it up. They could order they could set up a one-on-one consultation with you, and it could be a free consultation. It doesn't need to be paid. You know, they can set up a consultation, and with that consultation, you're going to tell them and this is all of you. This is for everyone that watches, even on the replay. This is how you use that Acuity. You set up the consultation so that it already becomes a part of your schedule, okay? And you don't have to go in and put this one thing at a time. And yeah, you don't have to do this one thing at a time. It's automatic. So that takes away, and the person doesn't have to wait to get a hold of you, right? They can just click that link, see what availabilities are open. Now you got your consult schedule. And I know this is getting off a little bit, but this is really important. This is a really important feature in automating and scaling your business up. You signed it up. You signed up too. Okay, let's see. What Alicia asked me something. What'd you say, Alicia? Chanel Go Brunch. To show my products and use emotion to give you the dream of my glam products. I love it. There you go. That's awesome. And you signed up for a product consultation. Okay, yeah, you signed up too. Yeah, it makes for product consultations. Good. I love that, Alicia, because everyone can use that in their business, because by the time you get off, you should have a client. Okay. I even do the free 20-minute where I just let people, like, I don't give solutions in those, but I do talk about the different, I let them tell me what they need, and they get to know me. And those are my girl talk sessions. And that's where you can kind of, vibe back and forth and see if you think I'm a good fit for you. And that's a free 20-minute consultation. And from there, by the time we get off, you're already ready to schedule your next thing. Enter in Shannon. That just happened. Shannon's a diamond girl. All of that happened with Shannon within like 2 days. So, excuse me, that is how you do that. And Treese, you can do the same thing with your business. There's a lot of those different things that you can do. So, okay, I want to wrap up because I don't want to miss this part because it was really important. And Wendy is one of my actual most loyal, most loving diamond girls. They all are, though. They all are. I love them all. But I love Wendy. And I think she's just like such an incredible human being. Okay. But I found with no money being made, is this time consuming? All these emails and phone calls. That's right. Exactly. So you set it up and boom, you're good to go. You give that first 20 minutes. And in that first 20 minutes, like, yeah, I do. I love you too. You're not a diamond girl, but I love you. You're still a diamond girl to me, Florence. So Wendy doesn't even know this. I don't think. I need major help. Oh, thank you. I'm a great fit for you. I think so. I think there's a lot, and I love your product. So I know there's a lot that we can do to get you rocking and rolling, to get money, the income automated. Okay. So you're welcome. I don't think that Wendy even knows this. Oh, of course I love you. Get your life. You're one of my favorites too. I told you guys are all my favorite. I love you all. You're all my babies, and I want you all to like do so well. Leisha, I love you, girl. But I know this. I remember this for a fact because I have my cousin who helps me. My little cousin, she helps me do hers, Aluma. I love you all. Aluma, yes, Orienda, I love you all. Because you girls, you ladies, I say girls, but you're ladies, you're women, are awesome. And hustle, recognize hustle, right? And I believe in the hustle, okay? And so I invest into your businesses, and it may not be the same. It is the same that I do mine because they're diamond girls. They come in and they get the content, and I see them put in the work, and that drives me to continue. And on those days when I'm really tired and I don't really feel like getting up, and I get up and I do it because I want to make sure that I'm keeping the promises that I make to you. So thank you. So I do. It is a deep love. It's a deep love when I say it, and it's not just words. So, but I was saying with Wendy, I don't think that she knows that I found her actually on another competitor's page. right? So this is another way you're going to find that customer. Um, Wendy was asking a question, okay, on the page, and that person was ignoring, she didn't answer. Um, I knew I had a product that would answer exactly what she wanted, okay? I knew that what I had was perfect for Wendy. But the person, I felt like she didn't see the value in Wendy from my perspective. So I was like, okay, she has asked this person 3 times already about how, I actually still remember her question. She had asked her, yeah, she had asked her, the person was talking about their product and how it did whatever, whatever, whatever. And you were like, does it work for a product? Does it work for a product? And at the time, Wendy was, yeah, Wendy Makes Sense, and she was selling candles. This was before she focused just on her real estate business. Wendy Speaks Real Estate. And before we did her brand makeover and all that stuff. And I watched her ask this question 3 or 4 times on that live stream, and no one stopped to answer her. How you on live, but you're interacting, right? And your people ask you something 3 or 4 times, even if you're like, I'll get back to that. I just felt like, okay, I'm gonna go. I politely picked up my phone and went to Wendy's page, and I interacted with her. And here we are several months later, right? She's a diamond girl. She's one of my best clients and one of the most wonderful human beings to interact with. All my diamond girls are great people. I've gotten to know them. And Wendy and I have a special relationship because we share a very similar experience, a couple of them actually. But here she was talking to the person who she has put a lot into my business over the years. She is my tribe over the years, over the past several months. She's my tribe. So this person missed out on having this wonderful person who was clearly very engaged. I love you too. Who was clearly engaged and very hardworking and putting everything that she has into her business. They missed out on that. And so their loss was my gain. So my next point, number 4, is to pay attention to the audience that you already have. Okay. Those people become your entourage. You will not come up in here and find me ignoring my audience. No, ma'am. What you're not going to do is come in here and pick up my audience. Okay. Because I am attentive to them. Okay. I pay attention. I care what they're asking me. And even though I may not give every single bit of everything that I know, because that has to come at a cost, because this is my business, I will tell them where they can go. I will lead them into different price points of where they can get the answers that they are seeking. Thank you. I'm never going to be so big that people who need me and are coming in here and spending their time on this live with me every day or however often. Thank you. Thank you, girls. I'm going to answer them. Okay. Even if that means, like I said, no people, you don't have to give away everything you know. Of course not. But you give value, and then it comes back to you. You give value, you treat people with respect, and humility goes a long way. Okay. She is great. And you motivate and encourage me too, Leisha. I read your book as I put together your book for you. It was incredibly inspiring, which I think I told you, incredibly inspiring. At Boss Chick Crate, you guys check her out. Her book was very inspiring. I put it together, the PDF file for her, and designed it, but all the content is her own. Beautiful, beautiful story. So that's how you get your tribe, your crew, your girls, the homies, right? These are the people who know, like, and trust you. So if you're trustworthy, these are the people who share your page and share you with the people that trust them, or what my clients like. So if I use Olivia Pope Wine Popcorn, the post should be a picture of Olivia. It could be like those memes and stuff. People respond very well to memes. If we get cut off, guys, I'll come back in. Okay. So just a quick note. If we do get cut off, because it's coming up on my Instagram time, if we get cut off, I will come back on to answer any questions, because I want you guys to get this. Okay. So specifically about Olivia Pope, yeah, you could do memes. People love memes. Memes are great. Memes and videos are the two best converting photo visuals, especially if you want to run ads later on. Definitely. Okay. So if you guys have any questions, just keep putting them in. I'll definitely keep answering until it cuts me off, and then I'll come back in. Okay. So, yeah, good grief. Somebody is going on the phone. Okay. So if you, like I said, if you're ignoring people who are coming to you, you're not seeing the value in them. Okay. So those are just a couple of my tips to help you find your niche customer and use the hashtags that's going to bring that customer. And let me know if I answered your question. I want to make sure that I got that. So yeah, I have, like I said earlier, the new ebook that teaches you exactly all of the strategies around how I end up in that top every single time I put up my posts. How I end up in the top posts and recent posts for all of my niche market. Every post I put up, every post I go and I look and I check it. I'm like, yep, there I am again. Of course, it's much more than the hashtags, though. It's about thank you. It's about the only thing I keep getting is distributors who want me to buy from them. And Sparkle, what's your product, babe? Is it clothing? That's, yeah, you're definitely, I saw you come in. You're probably going to need to watch it from the beginning because you're not setting up your hashtags correctly. That is exactly what it is. And like I said, the new rules of social media engagement. It's my new ebook. It's my new baby. I spent quite a while on it. I started working on it in November, and then I started implementing the strategies consistently. And I've seen it. I showed you guys the photos. You know, y'all need social proof all the time. So I showed you exactly how it works. So Sparkle, what's your industry, babe? Like I said, I think I got about a minute or two before it cuts me off. But if anyone wants me to come back on, send me a diamond just so that I know whether I should come back in or not, if you still have questions. If not, we'll wrap it up for today if everyone's gotten their questions answered. But yeah. So in order to consistently beat this algorithm that Instagram keeps on changing up, there are some very specific strategies that you can implement to avoid like losing your placement. Okay. Okay, so I'll come back in. To avoid losing your placement in the top posts and the recent posts is strategy. Let's see. I sell hair extensions and travel items, but the demo items were terrible. I don't understand what you mean by the demo items were terrible. Let me know what you mean. So you guys might want to know, why is it so important, right, to be at the top posts or recent posts? Why is it so important? So you know it's not just about popularity, right? For the sake of being there, but that's where your audience is. Okay? That's where your customer is. So those hashtags are going to relate back to your customer, and that's how they find you. So if you guys are finding that you got all this great content, but you're not getting sales, that's why. That's why. Okay, I'm going to go out and I'm going to come back in. So I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay. All right, we'll give them a sec. Oh, look. See if they're gonna come back in. Hi, Sparkle. Okay, so you can go ahead and get your question. And you were asking me a question, Sparkle. I want to make sure that you guys get this hashtag part down, because I've covered the hashtags before, but it's been months, or at least 3 months, I think, since I covered hashtags. So I want to make sure to give you guys a really good, because as we move into our levels training, our 5 weeks training, you're going to really need the hashtags in a lot of places. Okay, so you don't want to have all these hashtags in all these different places that aren't serving you. Okay, so I want to make sure. So if you have questions, um, thank you. These 2 days live have been awesome. Awesome, yay! I'm trying so hard to really see what you guys need and just come in exactly what you need, not my agenda, but to make sure that you're really getting what you need. Because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. If I'm on here just talking every day and none of it is making a difference in your business, it doesn't matter. But I want to make sure that you're really grasping these concepts, and this is the best way to do it. Okay. Oh, you said you had items created that turned out to be ugly. Oh, so I'm starting from scratch. Did they not allow you to do? Did you do a demo? You didn't have just like one item. You said demo, which is probably why that popped into my head. But how many did they create? I seem to only be attracting people who want to be my hair distributor. Yeah. So give me an example of some of your hashtags. Hi. Give me an example of some of your hashtags, and let's see what. And if you guys have any other questions about hashtags, anyone else, definitely get them in. I have a little bit of time today because yesterday, y'all know Mondays I have to turn in my class assignments. Woo. So that's why my Diamond Girls, I'm in on Mondays, but you don't see me that much because Mondays are crazy for me. So by the time Tuesday comes along, I'm like happy and peaceful again for a couple days. So yeah, Sparkle, tell me some of the hashtags that you're using, because that is probably a big part of it. So you sell hair extensions. Okay. What's your niche? Who is your ideal customer? So luxury hair lifestyle, hair goals, invest in yourself. Okay. Let's do some research on those. Let's see, right? Let's check it out. And hopefully my iPad doesn't die. So what we're gonna do, and this is, I can already tell you that those are not good hashtags. Yes, Leisha, I will. If I don't in a sec, remind me. Hi, Lawrence, you're back. Leisha, don't let me forget you, okay? Because I'm probably about to get off on a tangent right now. Luxury hair. This is probably one of the worst hashtags you can use. I know already. Okay, so hold on. Yeah, I knew I did something wrong. I'm like 215. That's wrong. That's got to be wrong. Okay, here we go. That's much better. So 341,799 posts. All right, I am going to go. I gotta find your hang on. So Sparkle, let me see. What's your Instagram? There you are. Okay, so you have a smaller amount of followers and you're using a hashtag that has, what number did I say? A lot. Like, did I say 300,000? I want to say I said 300,000. You're not, it's going to take you forever, okay, to get found using those hashtags only. Now you can include them. You can include a couple of them, but you can't use, yeah, see, it's too vague. It's too vague. So you need to need the face Sparkle. Yeah, you need to, it's way too vague. So I need to understand who your niche customer is. Okay, I need to understand who your niche. Do you know who they are? Tell me about your ideal customer. Because I have a lot of hair brands that I work with, and I never give them the same advice. So because I don't want them imposing on one another's business. One of my Diamond Girls, a couple of my Diamond Girls sell hair, and I tell them to sell it in completely different ways. So give me an example. Let's see, Nisha, where were you, babe? And I'm gonna get to you in just a sec. Let me get Nisha really quickly. Few sample hashtags, Nisha. Leisha, I'm sorry. Geez, I'm connecting people. So, okay, I'll grab you two in just a second. Millennial and Danful, I'll get you two in just a sec. So Leisha, some of yours would be, again, who is your ideal customer? Because I know who I think your ideal customer is, but who are they? So your business is for entrepreneurial women. Okay. But tell me a little bit more about her. Leisha, tell me a little bit more about your customer, because that's still market. That's not niche. Who is she? And then I can tell you what hashtags. So let's see. I'm confused on, and is it Melissa? Tell me if that's your name. Millennial Ambition. Is it Melissa? You told me, but it's so close to Alicia's that I got. Okay, let's see. I'm confused on how to target my audience with stuff they like. I post a positive quote. Can I hashtag things they like, such as Rihanna and This Is Us? You can, but those things aren't, you're not going to come up in those. So, what other stuff do they like? Niche down more. I'm confused. Hold up. On how to target my audience with stuff that they like. Are the quotes relevant to your market? Because if you're just posting quotes, there's no relevance to it, right? So what type of quotes? Like, for example, let me, and I can show you better than I can tell you. So the other day, I put up a post with Rihanna, right? Okay, Melissa. It is Melissa. Good. So I put up one with Rihanna the other day, but did you see how I made it relevant? Again, it's this one. I'll show it to you. So the $25 shipping versus the, okay, you guys saw that post? You guys see that? Okay, the reason that post worked is because I made it relevant to my industry. I took her face and I used it's memes, but I took it and I made it relevant with the $25 plus 5 shipping and then the $30 and no shipping. I made it relevant to my niche market. Do you see how I did that? Okay. So now I'm going to target people in that market who would want what I'm offering. So for you, that might be, and who am I talking to? Okay, I'm going to give this example to Leisha. I'm trying to keep up with these names. I got Melissa and then I have my Leisha. Okay, so Leisha, for you, you're saying she loves cute glam things. She loves Starbucks, but loves a luxury brunch with the girls. So what would be good hashtags for that? Hashtag girls night. Hashtag, let's see. Tags would be, oh, it's gone. It's gone. Okay. Hey, get your life. Get out of my live stream. You tried it. F you back. Okay. I'm not the one. She's not here for that. You don't know me. Get your life together. You tried it. Okay. Let's see. I'm messing up my thought process with your evilness. The devil is a liar. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Where were we? Let me go back some. Okay. So I'm tired. Can I hashtag things like we have? All right. Millennial ambition. Tell me, I'm going to pull up your business because this is the best way I can do this with stupid people coming into my freaking lives. So I'm going to tell you I'm going to tell you, let's see what your business is. Hold on. Good Lord, can I pull up the right thing? Millennial. Oh, it's 2 N's. Dee. Okay. So I'm going to tell you your audience. These are the kind of things you should be looking for. Good grief, everything. I have stuff popping off everywhere. All right. Let's see. Connecting bold and ambitious girls to help them slay their goals and challenge the world. Loves it. So you would use things. So your girl is going to be someone who, checking out your page. Hang on. Bold, ambitious. I see. So you're going to target women in that, like, I see why you're using girl boss, right? But you can't use girl boss. What things are millennials into? Let's start there. What are millennials into? You know, they love um Starbucks, they love fast life, they love money, they love investing, they love, what type of shows do they watch? The person that you want to target. So I can give you hashtags, but you know your customer better than me. But money, invest, millennials, millennial goals, goals AF, those are things that millennials say, right? Let me know if you're picking that up. But I wouldn't use things like "this is us" or Rihanna, because that's so vague. That's so vague. Um, what are things that millennial women say that want what you're offering them, right? What are the types of things they say? That's who you're going to target. That's how you're going to make up your hashtags. But you're going to create your own hashtags in that. Okay. All right. Let me try to get someone else. And then I can always come back to you if you got more questions. Okay. Yeah. Florence, are you still there? Because that travel the world who eat. Beautiful. Okay. So Florence, oh boy, I got a lot down there. Okay. So Florence, for you, let me go back up to where you were. All right, I got a lot. Keep putting your questions in, and then I'll just keep scrolling up to get to them. Because this is only Q&A. We already did our live for the day. We're just on Q&A on the second live. Okay, Florence, I think you're still there. I'd have to scroll up to see, but I'm just going to guess that you still are. So you're not going to use, it's kind of like Olunwa. You know, when I talked to Olunwa about her brand Ethnicity, it was the same thing. Like, just an African woman isn't necessary. Like, it's not just for African, like her products, they're not just for African women. They're for women who connect to that tribal vibe, right? So same thing. There are women, African women of all colors, of all skin tones, of all hair types, of different parts of the country. So if you use African woman or Afro woman or African fashion, then you have limited yourself to a much bigger, broader audience. Nene, my Diamond Girl, Nene, who's was my designer with me for years, from, you guys know Nene from the Diamond Girls. Okay, she wears dreads. Like, her hair was down to her ass. And she started, her man had dreads. They've been together for like 10 years. They just got married like 2 years ago or a couple years ago. And she wears her hairs in dreads now. So that is like, it's, so I can't say that there's one niche market for dreads, if you see what I mean. So for you, you don't want to limit yourself to just those kind of hashtags. You want to do world traveler, jet set, okay? Laptop lifestyle. All right, send me some hearts or some diamonds if y'all picking this up. I came back on for y'all. I'm gonna need some hearts and diamonds. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going up. Okay, so Leisha, let's see. Yeah, that we did a branding session with her several months back, right? We did a branding session with her several months back. And I wish you would do one of those, because I would love to do a branding session with you. She was on the same thing you're on, Florence. She was doing exactly, Alicia, you're up next. She, Aluma was doing the same exact thing. And she told me, Tori, whatever you tell me to do, I will do it. And I gave her a way to go. And you see her page is bomb. Leisha too. Leisha did a brand makeover, an Instagram makeover. And I just love the way her page looks now. Like, she's growing it and really feeling it. So Leisha, you still there? Send me some hearts if you're there. So Leisha, for you, your girl is glam. She loves coffee and loves cute glam. So similar to what we put together, your hashtags are going to really be more about you. They're going to be more about you. You just got to understand your client and where she is. So if you are using me as your client, Leisha, because I love your Chanel and, well, Louis Vuitton stuff. Everybody knows I'm obsessed with all my Louis Vuitton. Yes. And I love it. Okay. For me, there's a lot that makes me. I'm an entrepreneur woman. Yes. I'm a business woman. Yes. I'm a girl boss. Yes. But I'm a posh girl and a diamond girl. Hey. But I'm also a mom. I'm a stay-at-home mommy. I've been a stay-at-home mommy, and I love glamorous, fabulous things. A lot of us are into that life. Like, I'm about that life. I'm about that stay-at-home mommy life. Okay. Glam, fabulous things. I love beautiful, what do you call it? Like dishes. I love beautiful furniture and interiors. So those are all things that relate around who your ideal client is. Yes, I love travel and all of that, but it doesn't relate back to your product, right? So that's how you're going to relate yours back. And F you too again, loser, for coming on my live stream, putting that ugly mess in. Okay. So let's see. Are you guys there? Send me some diamonds or some hearts and let me know. Excuse me. Jeez. Okay. So Sparkle. Sparkle, why do I keep calling you Florence? Ay, ay, ay. Oh, no, I wasn't. I was talking to Florence earlier. So let me make sure that I was talking to, okay, yep, Danful Fashion. That's Florence. Passport Model, that's Sparkle. Okay, good. Just making sure I'm talking to the right people here. Because you guys' logos look a lot similar when I'm looking at it from my screen. So I came up with the idea to shoot all of my content for 3 months in one weekend. I came up with travel journals, makeup bags to travel with, and a few items to start with. Use travel and beauty. I was going to say, and makeup hashtags. I was going to say, well, then that you just answered it. Yes, that would be your ideal customer. So now think about influencers, but influencers in a specific niche. So now you're going to look through travel. You're going to look through travel hashtags. You're going to see bloggers that talk specifically about travel, right? It's just like with affiliates. You want to choose affiliate products that relate directly to your product and your brand. Okay. Yeah, Alicia does the cutest bags. Oh, mine is over there. I've got the little bag that she sent me. It's so freaking cute. Okay, makes sense. Yes. Okay. I specialize in African print, clothing, and accessories. Yeah, Aluma's page is bomb. Okay, you girls are still there. What is her page name? Whose page name, Florence? Ethnicity? I'm just scrolling up to see all the different stuff. So let me know. Yes, traveling beauty. Yes, exactly. Hi, Wendy. Wendy's still there. I loves it. Heck yeah, always use all 30. Most deaf. I did. I missed your call. You called me too. Yeah, we had a one-on-one schedule. The phone never rang. Oh, Lord. And speaking of that, I've got Chantel in 25 minutes. Look at that. Okay. Hop on for tomorrow. Because you know what I think it was? Janice called me earlier for her live. Janice called me earlier for hers, and I was in my bedroom working. So on this floor, I could actually hear my iMac ringing and ringing and ringing for like an hour before I got ready to come downstairs. So that probably, maybe it blocked you. Should all 30 be related to the picture? So Leisha, sign up for one another day this week. Let's do it, okay? But yeah, I was wondering, I was like, she didn't call me today. Maybe something came up. But that's why it didn't ring. Did it go straight to voicemail? It probably went straight to voicemail. It didn't ring. I'm sorry, baby. Let's see, Florence. That did what I did. What was the question? That did what I did. Florence, re-ask me your whole question, babe, because I don't see it. Should all 30 be send me the invoice for my live? For your live? I don't, Sparkle, what do you mean send you the invoice for your live, babes? Oh, like your one-on-one? Just go to the website, poshgirlsclub.com, and right up in the top, you'll see the option to, it'll say want to schedule with me. Just choose book a business meeting. It would be a biz meeting. Okay. Sparkle, let me know you got that, because it would be to book a business meeting. Now, Melissa, you're asking me, yeah, for your live phone call, go to the link in my bio, click it, and then once you're on the website, it'll be that top black bar, and it'll say um, book with me. And then you can choose. It should be, let me make sure that you can choose, because sometimes I have it set where it's the free one, but that's just for people that don't know me. So we can just get to know each other. There's no solutions in that one. So for you, you would go to, and Florence, ask me your full question, because I feel like I'm not understanding the full question that you're asking me. So yeah, the link in my bio will give you all of my meeting options. So you can choose which one you need, babe. Okay, Sparkle? Okay. Um, the lady, the page you refer to. Oh, Alunwa. Okay, ethnicity. Okay, so let me go back up. Let me go back up. If you guys have any other questions, I know people are like, what the heck is going on? What are they doing today? What's Tori doing today? Because I already did one live. So if you're new and you're just coming on, we already did the live for today. What we're doing is continuing the live from part one and having a Q&A, because there were a lot of questions about these hashtags and how to find your ideal customer and all those sorts of things. So anyone who wanted to spend their time, I am here to continue answering their questions. Okay. So, Melissa, you asked me, if you're still there, Melissa asked, should all 30 always be related to the picture? Melissa, let me know if you're still there, because this is actually really important. So, should all 30 hashtags, the hashtags should not be related to the photo. Okay. If you want to add one or two hashtags that have to do with the photo, it's fine. Like if it's, I know you're probably relating it to my post, maybe the one where I posted about Rihanna and then I have Rihanna on there. Okay. I can afford to lose a hashtag. Okay. I can afford to lose one because I'm showing up in the top. But you want to, in the beginning, you want to use the hashtags that are, hi, Janice. There you are, boo. We're on round two. You're just getting in here. We've been online. I've been on for like an hour and 30 minutes now, because I had to restart because there were a lot of questions from earlier. So I decided to go ahead and answer some questions. So I'm doing more of a Q&A right now. I've already done today's live. If you guys do want to watch the live stream back, these are Q&A. So yeah, say hi. Mel Martin, tell me, did you send me an email? Sorry to call you on, put you on the spot, but I feel like you sent me an email and I'm not sure if you got my response, but I just wanted to make sure that you did. You did. You got Adobe Spark. Awesome. Awesome. Yes, Mel Martin, I think you sent me a message about where to start. And sorry, we're all family here. So so not to put you on blast or anything, but I just happened to see you come in. So if you had any questions, babe, go ahead and feel free to ask them now. I'm doing a Q&A. I'm going to shut down pretty soon because I've already been on for over an hour. This is my second time coming back on. So how do we find the ideal vendors? Okay, let me go back up for some questions I might have missed. So how do you, okay, I thought so. I thought so. I'm not sure if you got my response, but I didn't know. I was like, well, maybe that could have been a little vague. And I don't like to leave people feeling like they were unimportant. So if you have a question, feel free to ask me. I know you were trying to figure out your starting point. And since we're doing some Q&A right now, feel free, okay? And welcome. Welcome to my broadcast. So Leisha got Adobe Spark last night. How do you like it, Leisha? So I talked about Adobe Spark yesterday and scaling your businesses. I forgot what my title was for yesterday, but it was about it had to do basically with Instagram hacks, right? So yesterday I talked about Instagram hacks, and one of them was Adobe Spark and how you can make bomb videos. If you am I booking Girl Talk on the website, you are booking a business meeting. Okay, so you will book a business meeting, Sparkle. Okay, because we're past Girl Talk. Yeah, we're at the business meeting place, and I think it's $40 for 40 minutes. And The girls get a lot of content in that time frame that's specific just to your business. Okay, so definitely book that. Um, yeah, with Adobe Spark, you can actually create really great videos. If you tap the link in my bio, yeah, it's awesome, right? If you tap the link in my bio, the video that I did, there's a video right on my first home screen of the Posh Girls Club website. And I am like obsessed. I keep watching it because I'm like, this is so cool. It looks so awesome. And I've made videos before, tons and tons of videos with YouTube. And I like Ripple, but I just love how a lot of the elements are already put together for you. So Adobe Spark is free to try it out. They do have a paid version of it, but it's very inexpensive. Do you guys have any other questions? You'll watch the replay. Okay, babes. Thank you, Janice. Yeah, I'm sorry. It was about Janice, we were talking about hashtags and how to, that's what the first live was about today. We were talking about hashtags, and I got a business call coming, a meeting coming up in about 17 minutes. So if you guys have any questions, I'm going to give you about 4 to 5 more minutes to get your last couple of questions in, because I got to get ready for a client call. Okay. So, but yeah, we were talking about using hashtags and how most people are not using them correctly. Okay. It's very important to understand. And if you want to know, we talked about it all in the first live. So anyone who wants to come back, I kept it going as a Q&A so that people could ask specifically about their brands and their business. Okay. So yeah, those hashtags, they got to relate back to your customer. It's important to get up at the top because that's where your customer is. That's how you know who they are based on the specific hashtags that you put together and based on the ones that they are using. Florence and Sparkle, that's one for you as well. You guys were asking me what hashtags are ideal. The guy came on and he said some dumb shit on my live stream, which threw me off for a second because I'm like, who does that? But people with no life, clearly. And I forgot that was what I wanted to tell you, was that you're going to, once you figure out who your ideal customer is, you can go in and see the hashtags that they're using, and you should start to see some trends and similarities. Click on that hashtag, see who else are using those hashtags, okay? That's how you do it. It takes time and it takes work, but once you have the perfect list, your 30 to 60, okay? Once you have at least 60 of them that you can alternate between in each post throughout the day, then you're good. And then you only just need to add to them and pull in, like I said, pull in competitor ones to get, and then pull in the ones that are bigger to help you get the ranking. So that's how you do that. See which ones your customers are using, your ideal customer, the person you want to work with. Okay. Then click on the hashtag and see who else is in that niche market. Are they more of your ideal customer? It's really not a hard process, but like I said, that is all in my ebook. It's all in the ebook, The New Rules of Social Media Engagement. I consistently stay at the top in all of my niche hashtags. I consistently stay in top posts. I consistently stay in recent posts as well. So you'll go through my hashtags and I'm like everywhere. And that's because I have learned how to beat the algorithm. And I have an ebook now that teaches you exactly how to do it. Okay. Any more questions? Because I'm about to call it a day. I've been on for over an hour and a half. Do you guys have any other questions? Also, guys, I did put together a package that will help you to, so I can help you to develop that audience. A lot of people don't have the time to do that, right? They don't have time, but I book out that time for my clients. So I'm not going to talk about it. It's in the link in my bio. If you're interested, you can go find it. First is your entourage. Okay. Figuring out who your ideal client is. You're so very welcome. First is your entourage. Okay. And you'll find this broken down on my website. Entourage is first. Influence is the second part. Okay. Influence is the second part. Are you consistently influencing and developing that relationship, that second relationship, right? Once you get your entourage. Because I know a lot of people might ask, what's the difference between entourage and influence? Okay. So for those of you that are just popping in at the last, this is my second live. I just wanted you guys to know you can check out the first one. This was more of a Q&A from people that kind of trickled off from part one. And I'm about to wrap up for the day. But just to wrap up, the difference between the categories on the site, to make it clear. First is your entourage, okay? And then influence, which is the second part of, are you consistently developing the relationship once you get your entourage, right? Your crew, your tribe, whatever you call them. Entourage is getting them, bringing them in, and starting to cultivate the relationship, which then turns into influence, okay? And then, of course, the vault is where you lead people through email marketing and teaching you how to create those email sequences, which continues to build the relationship. Thank you, Leisha. And that's where you continue to build more value. So it's it's entourage, influence, vault. That's how my website is broken up, okay? Any last questions? I'm about to wrap it up. Call it. All right, if you guys just came in at the end, you can check out the first live, okay? That's it. I, as always, want to provide